All right, so I'm going to try to do this all in one take because why not? The biggest question that people ask me is why vote for you? Why should we change from what we got? What it comes down to is we're last in the country. But somebody asked me, give me 8 reasons why we should vote for you over Margot Belmy. So this is easy. First and foremost, I'm going to make safety a priority. Priority number one, real fixes for kids and teachers. First and foremost, the teachers are not happy with going to school when thinking about their safety. There are many complaints around the district that I've heard from teachers that they've actually made reports that they're afraid of students, and then nothing happens after that. So things need to change. I know there's 2 pages within our handbook that address bullying, and there are other districts within Alaska that have up to 14 pages. So those kinds of things need to change. And number two, my kids are in these schools. I'm here to make them better, period. That's all I'm here for. I care about their success just as much as you care about your kids' success. So I don't think every single person on the school board feels the same way. You might, about one or two of them, but in general, not all of them do. So that's why I'm going towards the school board and running this race because I think I can at least listen a little bit better and have a louder voice for you as a parent as opposed to other people outside the district. Third, I've taught and run cafeterias. I've taught in and ran a cafeteria in ASD recently, and I know the real challenges that our district is facing, specifically in elementary education. So even it's been what almost 3 years since I've been in an elementary school officially, and I went back just to walk through and volunteer, and I see that things have completely changed within the last 3 years. What I do know is that some things are the same. In any government organization, there's overspending and waste everywhere, and I saw it every single day that I was in a school. And I know there are a lot of opportunities where we can give a lot of time back to teachers. It's just mismanagement of how we're operating as a business. Everybody thinks education has to be emotional. We have to give all the money towards the kids, but that's not actually the case. We need to think of it as a business and take care of as much as we can with the resources that we have. We have to be responsible. So with that, number four, I have my master's in business administration. I have been a part of military budgeting. I did go to the fiscal responsibility class. In the military, I was a resource advisor. I have been in charge of millions of dollars and have been a steward of resources all throughout my military career. To become a senior NCO, that's one of the biggest things is that you have to be a good steward of resources. Because if you're not, you're just not going to make it. So I've got the skills to manage our budget right. I don't like doing budgeting because I just don't like it, but I can notice where things are going wrong. And you can see that with my campaign. I've only spent, 22 to 1 is what Margot is spending against me in her race. You can go online and look up her website and see that you will not find the same kind of videos from her as you will from me. So I'm learning how to do things without having just to throw money at it. And I feel like that's how the district is going, mostly because that's what parents tell me. So, number five, I volunteer at my kids' school, hands on, for our families. I do it for free. I don't do it as much as I should, probably, but I'm there. I'm involved. I can. I go out there at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning with Pete McEnany. Take care of the ice rink. I help out when they need assistance in the library. I go there. I'm involved in our schools. I'm not just somebody sitting behind a bench trying to dictate how our kids are supposed to learn by 8th grade. I'm there. I listen. I see it. I think that speaks for itself. On top of that, number 6, I've knocked on, it says tons of doors. But going around knocking on doors in a campaign, you listen to what parents and teachers and community members want and need from their school board. I've heard them loud and clear for well over a year. I'm all over every social media platform. I hear you. I see you. I know the teachers can't speak out as much as they want to. I know the parents can't get out as much as they want to. They can't go to these meetings. They don't have the time. But I'm available almost 24/7. Right now it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to go outside and start sign waving. Because I know how important it is to make a change. That being said, number 7, I'll support the faculty with what they need to thrive and not falter. One of the biggest things for teachers is time. I know they need the time to lesson plan, decompress between each lesson, if anything. It is very, very hard for an elementary teacher to transition from one subject to the next without getting any break in between. I know there's not enough time in a day to engage with every single student. We're getting up to 22 to 24 to 26 kids per class, and that's a lot. When you think about it, that as a parent, and how many hours are in a day, how many hours your kids are in a classroom, how much time is your child actually getting with an adult one-on-one instruction? That has to be fixed, and we're seeing that in the results. We have to support our teachers first and foremost. If we are spending money outside of the classroom, way, way outside of the classroom, that needs to be fixed. We can't be doing that. We have to do things smarter so we are properly taking care of our teachers, not just with money, but all the resources to include time is the most. So, that being said, there's into number 8. I'll get money into the classrooms, focused on what matters most. I think I already kind of talked about that, but that's true. I think every single voter, parent, community member in the district has told me they want the money to the teachers. They want the money in the classrooms. We get wrapped around the axle about all the other things that are going on. We have to focus on that. Because once the teachers are happy, students are happy, parents are happy, nothing else matters. No other organization outside of the district or Alaska. If one organization is talking to more than one school at the same time that their 3 letters don't rhyme with ASD, they need to be gone. Because it depends on the parents, what they want, what's good for the teachers, and then what's good for the students will follow. So those 8 reasons why you should vote for me. And I'll give you a +1, I think, because that's fitting. I'm running because I can. Maybe I'm able to. I stutter on the very last bit. I'm able to run. I'm willing. I've served the country. I'm here. I'm willing to do 3 more years. But only if there are a lot of parents, teachers, community members out there that are willing to also do the work. Because I think all of us have failed our kids up to this point. It's time that somebody makes a stand. Regardless of the outcomes in this election, I feel like the things that are being said now are going to improve our outcomes for our kids for generations. But I think if you actually vote for me, the changes will come a lot quicker. because I can see us coming from almost last in the nation with spending almost the most to spending about the same, but improving to top 10 in the nation, to where people are going to want to come to Alaska just for education alone. That will impact every single other section in our state. Until we do that and actually make a concerted effort into what we're doing for our kids and not just throwing money at them, that's when Alaska's going to win. Because when Alaska's first, America wins.